What is good, family, and welcome back to the channel. Please go ahead and throw those A's in the chat if you can hear me speak. Go ahead and throw those A's in the chat right away. What is good, everybody? Let's go ahead and share the screen right here with the YouTube team as well, right? Oh, man, and it starts all over again. Yes, we have made it back, team. We are alive. It feels like everything is good. Off-Grid Gorilla, I see you in there, buddy. Go ahead and check your invite scripts. I have some. I have the new indicator in there for you, my brother. So please go ahead and check that out whenever you can. And yeah, so actually, just to display it, you know what is actually right here, right? So this is the new indicator that I actually just put together and uploaded into the Arcables trading platform, right? So let me see. Can you see that? Yeah, you could see it. Discord, right? So this is my reversion variant version 2, right? So I am going to be following up with another version of this, which is going to be the V2 Plus, which is going to introduce and showcase buy and sell signals as well, right? So this one here is just an active Bollinger Bands. It's a volatility indicator telling you whenever you're at critical expansion with these background red markings, right? It's a background fill, and or the blue background fill when you're at critical contraction, which is the opposing side, right? Also, please notice that you do have labels here. These labels are consistently moving, actively moving during the trade because of the expansion or contraction due to the first standard deviation or second standard deviation multiplier based on the mean of the price, right? So as this thing starts getting closer and closer to one of your resistance levels, you'll be able to see that price reach that level and eventually just resist, right? So I think it's a pretty interesting way for me to describe what standard deviations based off a mean could be and labeled, right? So you let me know how it works. If you already have access to it, you have access to it. If you would like access to it, then I would encourage you, YouTube, right? Because I'm already speaking to the trading team inside of the Discord, right? They are presently there and chilling with me right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just add that link there for YouTube. And please consider subscribing to the Arcables trading team. What you would want to do is actually join using a PC or a computer, and then everything will be accessible to you through your phone. Okay, so yeah, so this is just one of the member benefits, right? I'm continuously uploading new scripts into this platform, right? So you can see it, right? This is the what was it? The LRC channel, the linear regression channel, right? This is actually ABT averages, right? Moving averages and all. Yeah, so we're going at it, team. And we're going to continue adding this. Remember that the Arcables team is a brand new thing. So go ahead and enter the team whenever you can, and everything will be good. So far, right now, we only have just a few members coming in, and we are all chatting here. But remember, this is the area where we're doing the live trading, the guided trades, right? Options, what is up, my dude? Good to see you here. Nick, Jeff, what is up, my dude? Man, why is everybody talking about that ticker? You are talking about ZJYL, right? So that's I'm wondering if it's let me look at the price action first of all, right? Because I don't remember exactly what happened, right? So let me take a look at it, at least here, right? Yeah, there are a few people talking about this ticker already, and they were asking me, is it pulling back? Do you think that this is going to be it? Well, I think we're in a pennant, right? I think we're in some type of a pennant, but I will say that it does have a little bit of danger presented into it. Guys, I'm gonna switch over the screen for Discord, so that yes, I am speaking. YouTube, can you hear my voice? Let me know that you can hear my voice right now. Actually getting Discord right now telling me that they can't hear me, but please let me know that you could hear my voice by typing those A's in the chat. Oh, Buzz Margin Call saying I just got the V2 loaded on the Trading View and it's absolute fire. About oh, dude, thank you so much, bro. Really appreciate you. And Danny Gonzalez, what's up? You also have the script already in your invite scripts, so you're good to go on that. And sorry, there may have been an echo on the music if you are hearing it. Sorry about that. But let's see. Okay, so yeah, they are definitely listening to me. Ian, guys, Discord, please let me know that you can hear me speak. I would like to know that you're definitely hearing me speak. Danielle, you hear me, right? Okay. Try to restart the Discord. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tell him to restart that Discord because it appears as though he is the only one. Okay. There you go. So let's see. Yeah, let's see if he gets the memo here, and let's come right back into this ticker real quick because they're okay. Candace is saying in YouTube that okay, you hear me just fine. Perfect. Thank you, Candace. Oh, dude, that is amazing. Oh, and you were talking about Evergrande. You know what's interesting? Me and Cryptic have been talking about this. Like we've been talking about the markets being completely over everything, just completely overbought. It's just way too frothy, right? Everything is just making new highs and breaking all-time highs and all kinds of stuff, man. And we were talking about this being a little too much, that there could be a pullback overall. It's interesting when all of these things start happening just when we're at inflection of resistances, top side resistances. And then there's like a good news catalyst when we're at a huge support bottom. It kind of makes you think a little, right? Kind of makes you think that maybe they planned it all the way. I'm just kidding, guys. But you never know. I mean, it'd be like that, man. It'd be like that. Right, so I wouldn't dismiss the theory, entirely. I will say that there are certain little things that can indicate weakness in the markets, like Evergrande, and also remember that this is Fed week, right? So we're definitely going to be talking about the interest rate decision coming up. Let's go ahead and pull up the economic calendar here. Just want to make sure that you guys can see it. It appears as though that you cannot see that, so let me switch over the screen here and go right into the economic calendar for TradingView in Discord. Here we go. And yeah, so let's go ahead and put upcoming or by high. Yeah, you know what? We'll do the high importance here. Or let's do this week. So this week, yeah, that's going to be Wednesday, January 31st, Fed interest rate decision. So please remember, team, that what we're observing here is a prior rate of 5.5. The forecast is a 5.5. So if we get, yeah, I mean the thing here is the entire idea behind the Fed is that they're going to keep this at a pause, right? The Fed is they told us that we could see an early 2024 pivot. Okay, they didn't say exactly when, but they said likely not Q1, maybe Q2, right? So we're not there just yet. So we could technically face one more pause. I will say this, that if they don't pause, if they say, for example, they forecast this at any point above a 5.5, the markets will completely capitulate. And let's just say, for example, they put a 5 instead of a 5.5. Well, we will rally to beyond the sky, right? Because we're not going to talk about the moon here. The moon thesis up in this, man. So if you know, you know. All right. So yeah, we want to keep a close eye over what this is going to be. Okay. I understand, right? We have, and also please remember the Fed conference, which is going to be held right after that, 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. That's also going to impact the market in some way. It doesn't have the volatility that, when the interest rate decision happens. It doesn't have quite that volatility, but it will move the markets, because in that conference they can have things, or the Fed can say things like, okay, well, the rate of change is not quite what we're expecting, so there could be the potential of extending the pause instead of introducing a pivot into Q2, which that can also push the markets towards a downside as well. So I would urge for you to pay very close attention when that conference is going on too, because or completely remain risk off. Okay, so while the Fed speaks, while the Fed conference is going on this Wednesday, January 31st, I would consider remaining entirely cash until you can go ahead and determine that the coast is clear, right? Sometimes the easier trade is the day after the Fed speaks. Okay, and I will say that from direct experience. The easier trade does come in after the day that the Fed speaks. Okay, so please remember, if we're expecting a 5.5 pause, right? If they change that at all, then the markets will show some volatility. If they increase, we will drop, right? If they go to 6% or something, oh man, we or 5.6 or anything tiny like that, we will completely capitulate. If they do decide to go under it, right? If they pivot completely, the market will rally. And I will say that if they choose to pause further than Q2, then the markets will probably show some downside pressure. In that event, then we're going to potentially set a new low in a new consolidation area. And that's going to be pre-priced in following the next Fed meeting or the next interest rate decision. So be very vigilant over the coming times. It is going to be a volatile moment in the markets coming this week. It is a very big week, considering that we still have earnings, and we're going to be experiencing earnings from some of the big dogs this week, including Whirlpool, including AMD, Nvidia. I believe Microsoft was in there. Huge earnings reports are coming out this week, and I believe the big dogs are starting on Tuesday and Wednesday. I believe, with tomorrow being I think tomorrow post market was Whirlpool, and I forgot what else. So yeah, we're gonna have to go ahead and shift the schedule just a little bit for the Arca Bulls trading team again, so that we can trade the earnings and trade the volatility within that area, right, team? So definitely consider joining the Arca Bulls trading team, so that you know how that is executed live. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and share that link one more time. Sorry, so that wasn't Nvidia this week. It was AMD, right? Little AR-15. I love that you're in here and supporting the team, my brother. Options is saying, let me know what I owe you for the indicators, Arca, so I can get them from you. Options, nothing at all, my brother. Please go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and share with you one more time. And sorry, what I meant is actually YouTube as well. So when you jump in to the Arca Bulls trading team, you're going to have all these channels, for your at your leisure, right? You can go ahead and just observe and talk wherever. So options, please take a look at my screen here. So what you want to do is go under ARC indicators and select ABT scripts. Under ABT scripts, you will see that the indicators are there, right? This is and for the rest of the team, please go ahead and refer to the ABT team benefits announced. This video will show you how to apply the script into TradingView and have it launch. Okay, so yeah, this was the for the averages, right? The ARC averages. This was for the linear regression channel, and this is now for the reversion variant version 2. Okay, this is the one that was just released today for the team. So go ahead and refer to this right over here, right, where I said please use this text file to upload the reversion variant v2 script into your TradingView software. This one right here. Okay, and then we will be good to go. So for those of you who are watching, some people were saying it sounds like you're getting the indicators for free and then you're charging people whatever for whatever. Well, they are free because I write them. So I am the author behind the scripts, right? So yeah, I don't know how else to answer that, right? Some people were just trying to kind of diminish a little bit in Twitter. But if you're listening right now, team, yes, I am the author behind this, right? You can see right here, property of Arca Bulls Systems, right? Arca Bulls is not a financial advisor, and this strategy script should be used for educational purposes, right? So please remember to practice with utter discretion and risk management. Do not rely on any type of indicator or any signals indicator for your overall buy and sell signals. Okay, it's very important that you try to use other forms, right, of validation for the market. So let's go ahead and come back here to the charts team and start off the analysis, right? So while I'm in here, I can go ahead and just kind of favor the ZJYL real fast, just so that I can get some of the community at ease here, or hopefully not really scare them too hard, right? So please remember, team, that the last time we observed ZJYL was I think last week, and when we were starting to show strength, then yeah, there was a potential here to face a resistance at this top side. What you're observing here is actually a fake out, right? And the fake out happens when you are in a pennant, right? So this pennant is not quite ready to break out. These are 4-hour candles, by the way, so they can move kind of fast, right? So this is bearish and engulfing, right? So what you can see here is that this green candle, pre-market candle, or post-hours candle engulfed by the forward red candle signals weakness in the market, and then this is your continuation candle as well. So if you reclaimed the inside of this regression, then the chances are is that you may be able to get another resistance range right in this area here. I would say anywhere between 211.82 and about 199.60. So there is a lot of volatility on this, and it's trading really wide. Okay, so I would be very careful when trading this asset, okay, because it's completely backed by psychology and nothing else. I will say that there is a little bit of confusion happening here on this pennant, right? Because pennants, as we know, bull pennants that is, are built during an upside, right? So when you have an upside, price starts to converge. So this convergence of price is usually a sign of continuation to the upside. The confusion behind this is that we had a $509 top, and then we started a downtrend, and then we started to converge here. The confusion is that we did have this top and then converged, but then we also had this bottom and continued to converge. Okay, so this may throw off a lot of tickers. Okay, so what I will say is that it's traditional behavior behind assets like this to experience a huge high and then some fake outs, right? To kind of keep liquidity in there, similar to what happened, somewhere over here. I mean, in reality, this did take kind of a while, right? This is the $8 bottom in October 24th of 23. So it wasn't until about 2 months later, just a little over 2 months later in late December, that this thing started to get some pops to the upside. What I'm saying here is that there was a similar behavior, right? You started showing from this consolidation phase, you started showing volatility here, right? And then you had that huge dip and then continuation. But this was months. It did take 3-4 months in total to get that thing running. So you had huge consolidation here for months as well, and then you had that huge pop, right? So you're talking about a price from $10 all the way up to $15.79. That's great. Almost a $6 move on an asset that does not move that much. So, and then, you had that huge drop, you had a spike up again, another spike up again, and then it's just failed. So will it come back and test it again? I don't know. But what I will say is that this is just such a parabolic high that it's hard to determine what it's going to do at all, right? So if we're going to observe momentum, and if we're going to observe any type of indicator or technology per se, then 4-hour time frame is clearly indicating a downside pivot and a pretty nice nosedive here in stochastics, and you can see here that we're starting to enter the bearish control zone paired with contraction. So there is less interest in buying the asset presently. Okay, now I will say that the RSI is pivoted towards the upside, but it's pivoted towards the upside in the gravitational zone, which would reject price and continue to the downside. I do have an RSI tutorial in my YouTube, so go ahead and refer to that. I don't have the video here, so but yeah, you'll go ahead and find it. uh, they're gonna do ZJYL is doing a forward split. Do you mean a stock split, like not a reverse split? You mean a stock split, right? Like that's actually a good thing for a company. Or are you talking about a reverse split? Meaning that they're gonna make one stock, they're gonna break it down into 20 stocks for every one. Ham has a group of people called that they say they basically own the float, and also insiders hold a lot, but they say they're not selling out. Yes, a forward split. That's diluting it. Well, I mean, yeah, if they're, I mean, that's essentially that's dilution, right? So you're going to create an enormous supply out of that, which would naturally bring the price down. So you got to be careful with that. You got to be very careful with this. I'm not familiar with the fundamentals or even why this is running at all, but don't take my word for it either, right? I'm just saying that if you're going to create 20 shares out of one, you're increasing the supply in this, which is going to naturally diminish the price, right? So, damn. Yeah, small float into a larger float. Supposed to be a lot of shorts in there. I don't think so, unless they opened up position a long time ago, because this is on a short sale restriction. People can't short it. Let me check my platform. I'll tell you right now. Let's see. Let's take a quick look. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up. I'm gonna open up DAS Trader and take a look at a couple things here. Okay, so let me see. Trading. Let me type in ZJYL. And it's the market is not open, so I can't really tell. But I checked on Friday, and it was on SSR, so it did have a short sale restriction. It's one of the China stocks. I see. I don't own it. I just watch it. Yeah, this is an interesting thing to watch. I will say. But for a lot of the times for the trading team, what I will say is that to please not wait for a squeeze, because chances are is that it already did, right? It did have $4 down here, and it went to $510. That some people may consider that sensational, so that, and some may not, right? Some may want 5 million, but then again, how many times 5 million hits? They say it's going to 30,000. Oh my goodness, $30,000, right? I mean, anything's possible in the markets. I just don't know. I think there was one ticker that went, other than like Berkshire and Hathaway, where it's an actual business, right? No, Double X. They're talking about creating. Double X, they're talking about taking one share and splitting it into 20 shares. So that means that if it has the float of 1.47 million, so that means every single individual share is going to turn into 20. So if you have 1.47, that means you're going to have like 23 million or 25 million. So no, not HKD. No way. I was talking about other than like VWAGI going to $1,100. The ones that went into like the ones that went into the thousands back then. I think there was one. I don't know if it was like a weird oil manufacturing like tools, or I don't know what it was, but it went to like $21,000, and no one was there to see it. Like no one traded the damn thing, But it did go to 21 grand. It was zero volatility, like it was like a single buyer made that happen or something. But yeah, man, who knows? What if it does run to $30,000? I remember, guys, I'm a short-term trader. I'm systematic, and I'm definitely not the one to talk to people about this. But I mean, this did run 10,500%. So that, man, It's not often that you see things do that. 10,000. That's marvelous. That's a lot of cash flow. But wow. The naked short sellers will have to buy back more shares. Yeah, so I'm curious about that. So if if they've been pre-existing like down here, right? So if they have like this position somewhere around $30 or $29, it looks like there was a critical resistance there. So if their average is that and it just came up here, they can't average up, right? So there's nothing they can do. They're just trapped. So if this thing continues to go up, then then maybe they're going to have to experience liquidation, or they just, at some point, picture it like how you picture it when you're holding an asset that went inverse to your price. Kind of like if you bought right up here, you bought at $29 and this thing dropped at $8.14. I don't see a lot of people saying that I'm just going to cover and take the loss. I hear a lot of people saying, I'm just going to buy down here because it's going to rip, right? So think of it like that, because an institution may also feel that kind of pressure when they're sitting all the way up here and they have a 30 average and you're sitting at $200. They're like, holy crap. Well, I guess we might as well just hold, right? So there is also that potential. Okay. So I want to warn you guys against things like this. I warn my team against things like this all the time. All right. So just know that we trade, in the Arca Bulls trading team, we trade setups and we trade confirmation breakouts, pre-market fades, pre-market gappers, pre-market gap reversals. We play plays, and then having assets like this really it can create a lot of liquidity up here, and it could create a lot of traps. But I would be very careful, team. Please be very careful. You only lost 96%. At least, you kept. Dude, that could have been worse, right? You could have lost 4% more. So, yeah, it's kind of like, Susan, you're very welcome. And I don't mean any. Remember, guys, I don't have a bias towards things like this, but I will say that I'm more bearish than I am bullish. But I will say that it has potentials for anything, right? Retail really would have the power behind this. If that pressure just applies out of nowhere and then you just rip, then you rip. It's all good. But yeah, remember, team, I like to play things that are not so psychologically impaired. I would like to trade things that are just trading based on more of a natural volatility run, right? An average true range, daily average true range, or you know what I mean. But Jay Abrams saying, look at the shares to borrow went from single digits to 2 days of 800,000 available. Yeah, but it's on a short sale restriction, so you can't borrow it anyway. So yeah, it's all the way up there, but that doesn't matter because you can't short it. So it's your brokers are set to SSR. So you literally cannot press short on the button. So it doesn't, it really doesn't matter that it has a cost to borrow there. It's just, you can't short it. They're not allowing people who, they're not allowing people to short the asset. Which really kind of puts it puts a dent into how volatile this is going to run up and down. But this, what I'm saying here is that this decrease of volatility paired with a downside in momentum, this means that there is a lack of interest and sell pressure. So this sell pressure is not short sell pressure, is actually people taking their gains. This is literally people taking whatever they bought down here. This is profits, right? That's what you're doing. There's people here clearly with this amount of volume and this amount of candle. There's clearly people here that are not doing this to hold for anything. They're doing it to trade the ranges. And I would, volatility is a trader's best friend. So you have to watch out with them too. You have to watch out with the day traders here, because a lot of the times these things are just going to be used for short-term gains. mathematically, sure, this thing is ready for, depending on how the math was made, right? If it has whatever amount of short shares, and they need to be accounted for and all that stuff. Yeah, mathematically it can get there, but then also, do they all cover all at once, right? And then will this thing just cascade in time and just forever chop in here forever? That's another kind of a condition that you would have to kind of undergo. There's a typical there are typical market cycles, right? That tend to happen, right? So this is something like it, right? Something like a sine wave is this, right? And then you would do this perpetual repetition, right? So in other words, consolidation. There could be that as well. So you have to watch out with that too. This is just always going to use sentiment and use psychology against retail until it does make a decision to go either up or down. But as far as that covering or anything, I'm not sure, you guys. You know me. I'm not that kind of analyst here. So Jay Abrams is saying FTD, oh man, failed to deliver, my brother. That throws me back to AMC days, and I do not want to go there. But our naked shorted fictional shares. That's why it's going up. Shorts are trapped, and that's what I also heard on AMC and GME and GTII and Mullen and so many. The shorts were always trapped. I heard this guy. When it has SSR, typically price goes down. Example GNS. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. It's just because there's no interest. It's take profit only, right? So price action would naturally go down. So right. So, dude, I heard that the shorts are in trouble all the way to, I'm not kidding you, for AMC last month. Dude, last month. They said that the shorts have been applied all this pressure. They've been in trouble. I'll see you in the moon. And I'm just like, what do you, what, like, are they in trouble because they can't find a bank that big to put their gains in? It's just too much money. It's too much money in their hands, so they can't find a single bank to put it in. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm thinking that. Like, I was like, what do you mean by the shorts are in trouble? Oh, dude. And it's so upsetting because I was there. I was a diamond hand ape. I was ape. I was Ape Nation. I was part of that thing. I ran it. I put all my cash in it, and I was also part of the movement and stuff until I realized that I was just probably never gonna get my money back, and it just went lower and lower and lower. And I'm like, dude, at some point, at some point, it's like, holy crap, dude. But remember, you guys, I'm a different type of trader. I respect the movement, and I respect that the fact that there are a lot of criminals out there and stuff. But it's I can't deal with that. It's like me purposely going into like East LA, East Los Angeles, and always pointing the finger at somebody jacking a liquor store. You know what I mean? That guy jacked it. He's a criminal, right? And then there's another guy over there that jacks it. That guy does it too. We need to all band together and make sure that we don't have anybody doing it. And of course, it's great for the communities. You'll try to keep things safe and make sure to keep the community safe. But after all, and at the end of the day, you're still in East LA. And the majority is, going to be kind of nefarious. So I don't want my family there. I also don't want to roam the streets in East LA. So I will, just not trade there. So, but guys, please be careful. Please be careful. I know that this was a great opportunity. I remember I heard some people with a $300 average. I hope that they took this opportunity to grab their shares and then reposition if they're really bullish the asset. That's a good thing that you can do too. If you're experiencing a downside, then, it's always okay to maybe slow the rate of loss down, right? You don't want to average down as it's going down, because you are exponentially increasing the speed of loss, right? So if you feel more and more downside coming up, you can remove 15%, 20, 30% your paper trade, right? Your simulator trade, and then let it drop, right? And then reposition that 30% that you were already going to lose anyway somewhere else. And then your cost basis will dramatically drop. First of all, because you're realizing a loss at a certain point, right? That's going to drop your cost basis down. And then you're preserving that 15, 20, 30% or whatever, right? Let the thing drop, right? You enter at an inflection point, and then your cost basis will drop an even bigger amount. I am not suggesting for you to hold this whatsoever. In fact, I do think that there's a lot of day trade activity within this, right? I do think that, and it's long only, it really is long only. Does this have an options chain, by the way, or no? Let's see. Sorry. Arca, what's your thoughts on Tesla? Oh, thank you, Candace. And Candace, like I've actually been a lot of people always especially on Twitter, they think that I'm a shill, or I'm a paid something, to go against whatever. And that's really not it. Like, people don't really understand that somebody asked me to look at something like this, and I'm just like, okay, well, I'll give me my honest opinion, but I don't trade this. I don't trade these things. Lately we've been on the last few trades. It was what? It was Visa. We put a huge stats play on Tesla. We traded Netflix, did great on that, right? We traded Nvidia. Some of us traded AMD and did great on that. We also, it's just infinite the tickers that we would try to look at that are not in this realm, because there's a lot of you got to know market movement very well to practice within this, So David saying, Arca, Ian asking if you can check his settings in Discord as he still can't hear. Ian, really? Let me see. You are not server deafen, or you are not server mute. Let me see. Dude, you are okay. You're okay on my end. I hear you on you. Okay, so Ian, try to. There could have been a quick switch in your settings, right? Let me change the window over here and try to go into this. Let me pop up the Discord window here, and then you know what? I can just go ahead and show YouTube this as well, right? So go ahead and click on this microphone down here, and then make sure that your output device is set to the output in which you're currently using. So if you're using headphones, or if you're using default, that would be your built-in speakers. Or whatever else, right? So try to see what device you have. There's a lot of devices in mind, because I have a lot of audio interfaces that do different things for different tasks. So that's the only reason you're seeing a lot of things here. And also my displays, the curved displays, they have built-in audio interfaces within them as well. Don't know how to get an indicator. Nick, go over here to ABT scripts. You see that right on the left over here? Go to ABT scripts, and then this right here where I put at everyone. All right, I'm going to go ahead and, you know what I could do is this, right? I can just go ahead and reply and say at Nick. All right, so I'm going to tag you on that. Just click on this thing right here. Please use this text file. You click on it, it'll take you right up here, and then you just copy this and you enter it into your TradingView software. This video up here will explain to you how to do it. The ABT Premium Member Benefits. Okay, my brother. So go ahead and do that, and you shall be good to go. So Ian, please let me know if that kind of worked out for you. For some reason, I have no output on Discord. Oh, try right. Okay, then do this. Go into your settings, right? Then go into voice and video. Okay. And then go into output device here. Make sure that that's set to something. Check that out now. And see if that works out. ¿Qué pasión, cabrón?
It's the best thing.
What's up, buddy? Ian is getting some trouble here. He's not getting the output on Discord. Just trying to help him out real quick. See if it works out. You can't set it to anything. That's interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, no, dude, your permissions are absolutely still there. I'm wondering if I And you tried to, dude, did you try to, honestly, Ian, maybe try to restart the entire computer? Not like, I mean, like shut it down and then turn it back on. Make sure to close everything out first. Oh, Candace, Yuka Frita, thank you guys so much. Buzz, love you, buddy. Thank you so much, man. You guys know that I have a mathematical outlook for trading assets and stuff, right? It's a little bit of it's a little bit different than what a lot of people are used to. I'm dependent on numbers, right? And psychology. That's really what I like, and that's where you find your edge as a trader. You find it and you stick to it. It doesn't mean that you have to follow me. It just means that you would find it. Try it, Ian, and then let me know if you're still in here. Sorry, I think you left. All right, so let me come back into the chart, and somebody asked me to take a look at Tesla's price. I will say that this is going to be a huge earnings week coming up. Very, very good names coming up, team. And let me pull up. I'm going to switch over the screen. And I'm going to switch the screen over here too for Discord. Okay. And so let's look at Tesla. So Tesla currently finding a little bit of pressure, right? So this it created this high and it almost just kind of failed here. That's showing you that there's still some negative pressure into this. Take a look at your bi-hourly time frame, potential little three white soldier formation there, reversal coming in. You also have declining volume when you are increasing this price action here. Let's go to the 3 hour. 3 hour, yeah, it's looking a little weird. Let's see the hourly again. Hourly potential for a little bit of a head and shoulders here. And I will say that this is an upside trend or a bear flag, right? So the bear flag is kind of looked at like something like this here, right? So just like this, you have your resistance touches, you have your breakdown, and you have your validations of resistance. So at some point, this is going to start failing. So that's already a potential for failure. Okay, so that's a validation of resistance too. So you got to be careful with that. And statistically speaking here, linear regression is telling you that you are at resistance. So there could be a very, 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 very short-term upside at even in the early pre-market, right? So that could potentially lead up to the prior, I guess prior day high at post-market would be at around 184.24. And I would say 184.24 at the highest level, 184.43 before this thing starts to maybe fall and start to capitulate, right? So this is right up here, right? 184.32, very close to what I was just talking about. EMA 200, that would cause price action to start coming down and testing the SMA and the SMA 200 and SMA 50. There's a couple things in the way here, okay? But I generally see Tesla continuing to the downside. We have further downside targets, statistically speaking, already, but we want to make sure that that's confirmed. Your support levels for tomorrow will be your prior day low, Friday's lows at around 182.11, right? So as soon as you start breaking that range of 182.11 down to about 181.87, price action is likely to continue down here to start testing the Thursday lows, right? So those Thursday lows at 180.06, that 180.06 is going to be a very, very dangerous area to break. Remember, first of all, is the break of a $10 move, so 180 is psychological. Secondly, it was the per the back test, we were looking at a target of 179.11. Let's see. Yes, here he goes. This was based on a linear volatility versus momentum throughout the entire trading history of the bi-daily time frame, right? Anytime that volatility has expanded and you've had a downside pivot here on stochastic momentum, that has about an 83% probability that we would face a move that would be 14.70% to the downside. And that 14.70% we already knew of way up there. And it came down to a low of 180.06. So very, very close to that statistical target. We are ready for potential continuation in the event where it chooses to do so. Just so you guys know, one of those targets could be down to around 158.05. Okay, so be very careful in the markets. Yes, we do have the targets, but also know that it's one thing to call out the play. It's quite another to execute the play and play the play. That's where boys versus the boys will be, right? So that's something that you will have to pay close attention to, okay, team? Now, while we're experiencing an increase of volume on a bi-daily time frame, this tells you that we are certainly hitting the gas, right? We're certainly throttling to that downside here. So there may be a continuation to the downside. And remember that Tesla is also very choppy. It's not necessarily the best asset to trade in like, for example, options contracts, right? So if you are going to trade options contracts, please make sure to be very aware of your risk management and also be very aware to take profits early, as this could be very turbulent times in the markets coming up starting on Monday. This is going to potentially introduce a very, very volatile market, which could introduce the strategy. It could introduce a success over scalping strategies over other strategies, right? We just have to learn how to adapt into the markets, and then we'll be able to be cool. But know that it's not completely true. I'm just observing here, right? Arca Gorilla saying, "Grandpa, tired. I'll watch the recording in the AM. I'm going to bed. Take care, my brother. Rest well, and we'll talk soon." And yeah, I hope Ian came back in, and I hope it's working out. I see you, Ian, but I still don't know if you're getting that audio. Sorry, buddy. That really sucks. That really, really sucks. So yeah, Yuka Frita, I have to say, man, I will say this is it's completely resonating a bearish outlook for me. And just to touch down, I know that there's some people here asking me about Netflix, right? So let's just look at that real quick before we actually look at some tomorrow plays, guys. That Evergrande issue that's coming up, that is a potential catalyst for a downside broader market. Yes, it is. Okay, but we just need to follow the guide. There's no way that we're going to guess the ceiling. We're just going to react to price action. Okay, if we're discretionary trading here. Okay, so know for a fact that that's something that can be of danger to you. Okay, so I saw that SoFi was coming up with earnings, I think tomorrow. Wondering how this thing behaves during earnings. It's very small, I will say that, but I think this may not move so much, to be very honest with you. Let's see, just real quick. So this is let's see, opening of 702 to 694. That's just a few cents. 788. Okay, 88 cents. Let's see, or less. Let's see this one. Oh, this one's pretty okay. Yeah, it's all. This is just actually. It's just $2. Let me come back here. This is another one here. The opening 665. 547 was the lowest. 546. That's just over $1. It's not so volatile when it comes to earnings. That's a $1 move upward. This is just a few cents away from its opening. This barely moves. 570 to 482. Yeah, that's just almost a point. 11 to 1175 to almost $1. So on average, this thing moves like around 40 to maybe 60 cents. It really does not move much for earnings. This is definitely not something that I would be interested in trading for earnings. I would be trading something that would show maybe, multiple dollars of price action. Let's see, reporting first profitable quarter, huge beats coming. So you mean this is the first profitable quarter in a long time, or has it had another profitable quarter? Can you recall which one? This moved, let's see, 21 to, it's just $1 here again. And it looks like the market was kind of thriving during that time too. This thing went from $14 to $25 on an 11 it's 24 to $25 pretty much on an 11 point rise. So yeah, it looks like they've had other profitable quarters though. This was a 64.24% surprise. This was a 25.72 million increase, 10% increase. Like, this has had, and then on that earnings report, it just moved. It moved 3 points, right? So a little lower than I'm used to. I would like to see. Ideally, or at the minimum, like 4 or 5. Nice. Mozilla was being annoying. Okay, good. I'm happy that you can hear me. The problem with knowing that something is going to beat is that everyone knows. So for example, Visa had an earnings beat, right? And then Visa just capitulated. The biggest it's ever ran to the downside ever. $14 drop or $12 or something. It was enormous. Like, how does that happen on an earnings beat? So huge things are coming. Sure, I believe that, but earnings are not what they used to be in the late 90s, early 2000s. It's just unfortunately not that anymore. So the potential of you getting a price action towards the upside, it's there, but it's not a guarantee. Nothing's guaranteed in the markets, first of all, but more so than ever, it's not a guarantee. Right, so that a huge earnings beat could be the trap to get this thing shorted to a very, very low level. I would be very careful trading earnings on something like this. And but yeah, I showed you. And by the way, that was just a range. I don't know what it actually did on the earnings report. I just showed you the range because that's what we do. We trade the range. I mean, also Netflix, a few quarters ago, it had a $22 million beat, and the thing got shorted 20 points. So it's hard to determine what's gonna do what. So Galvin Dolly saying, please keep in mind that SoFi usually beats earnings, then follows by a big sell-off. So that's a historical data being given by Galvin. Thank you, Galvin, so much for that. By the way, just know that there's that pressure too. Okay, there's no telling what price is going to be doing here just know that just to give you a little quick short-term thing, you are at resistance with an hourly time frame shooting star, bearish candle here, right? Expect a retracement. I would say back down. First of all, the prior day lows feel like it may want to go down there somewhere. So I'm looking at supports down here at 756 down to about 753-ish, right around there before it can actually face a continuation to the upside. But right now, it's every single day has just been on this consolidation, right? There is a box that this is trading every day. So like until something happens, then this will get out of it. But this is your box for now, 1, 2, 3 days. Like you're getting your emotions up because it runs over here, but then you don't realize that you're in a box, and it comes down and you get all upset, and then you price action continues to the upside, and then you're in a box, right? It's not going to do that. It's just you're always running into the same resistance, into the same support over and over and over every single day. At some point, if you consider yourself an investor into this, I would probably just leave price alone, right? If you're an investor, meaning that you want to hold a year or longer, it shouldn't matter where the price is now. You already entered the market, and you will scale in if you decide to. Right, so the immediate short-term price action, meaning the price action from today into tomorrow, shouldn't really matter for an investor. What should matter for you is the quarterly price action. Every 3 months, what did it do? Is it creating a new higher high, or is it creating a new lower low? Philly saying markets are still bullish, yet everyone expects a crash. Makes no sense. Maybe a sizable pullback, but no recessions anytime soon. I'm definitely not expecting a recession. I'm expecting a higher high, and I'm expecting a higher low. So it's just everything's a little too frothy right now. Sure, we can experience a little bit of a breather here and then continue to the upside, just like we've been talking about, team. Just similar like this, right? You get this huge macro bottom, macro top, then you get a macro bottom over here, right? And then you just continue on that path. Huge ABC to the upside. There's no panic. It's just you have to observe the cycles in a larger time frame, and then you'll be able to see what it's really doing. Observing price action in a minute time frame is not healthy, and is not something that I would recommend for any trader, especially an investor, to do. Definitely do not do that. But if you open up here a 5-day time frame, then you could possibly be stuck here watching this one candle, and yes, it's going to bore you, but that's what it is. That's what the game is. Right, so there's already a potential indication here of a continuation to the upside. We just have to see, but also know that this is potentially a dark cloud as well, right? So 7 minutes, 1 day, 17 hours. If you do have a dark cloud formation here, this can experience a potential continuation to the downside, and we'd have to be very careful over how that behaves. But if we're observing this in a formation theory, you definitely have a channel here that has a support right where this is. Resistance into support here feels pretty similar, right? So as soon as you start breaking below this area of 723, yeah, you're gonna have to watch out, right? You're gonna have to watch out. Your bottom target 661 to around 642. Careful. Do not let yourself continue holding if it breaks 723. Big downside to come. Okay, keep an eye. COSM, man. Oh, Philly saying, been watching your videos since COSM, man. Love your videos, dude. Thank you so much, man. I can't express to you how much I appreciate you sharing that with the team here, man. That's and I've always try to keep as honest as I could be. It's just whatever the chart says, right? So you know what? One more really ugly thing. You definitely have a head and shoulders, right? So. This, if it starts realizing, I typically don't like diagonal lines, right? So it's, it's there, right? We kind of identified that, and we already identified the target being 329 and around 377. You have the 3.618 here, geometrically speaking. It does make some sense. Okay, so please be very careful with this, as it is presenting. You definitely don't want to see this, man. You don't want to see a high and then notice just a little bit of a lower high instead of a continuation. The primary foundation of price action and continuation of trend is the fact that you get continuous higher highs and higher lows. That is the primary foundation of trading, brother. Fundamental foundation. If you're not getting that, then there's weakness in the market and there's a break of market structure potential. So that's it for this one, man. So anyway, let's let me give Netflix a quick little peep here. 12 hour bullish engulfing here. This not ideal where it presented itself, right? Bullish engulfings are usually better after a downside. You definitely have Netflix crossing upside of the SMA 50 and clearly beyond your EMA 200 and SMA 200 as well. Aiden, good to see you, buddy. So if this is gonna continue to the upside, we'd have to make a couple validations of that first, right? So let's pull back to the hourly time frame and observe what the trend is doing, right? So, I mean, I see the macro higher highs, right? Higher lows as well. But if there is some kind of pressure to the downside, what could it be? Could it be a major time frame moving average? Well, I don't know, but we can start testing that, right? We can start to see if we can find weakness in the markets through the means of a mega cap. There's always that potential as well. Let's see this. So hourly time frame SMA 10 is right above us. And let's take a look at that in comparison to the LRC, the linear regression channel, and see if we are coming up on some kind of resistance. Are you serious? Or did I just miss it completely and I'm just being blind as all hell? But here it is. All right, so post hours did come up and kind of test its linear regression top. This may actually experience another resistance top, and that can range anywhere between 574 to about 575 ish, and then have a continuation to the downside. But I don't think it's a temporary. I don't think it's a permanent downside. I do think that it would be ideal for it to come back down and face some supports here from the. You know what? I think the 100 could be right in there somewhere. If it's not there, then it would be your SMA 20 for sure. Yeah. So your SMA 20 and the EMA 200 right around 567.41. If you're matching this with price, then I would probably consider your SMA 20 a little more than I would your EMA 200 on an hourly, right? Because you can see here that this is your invalidation point. This bottom side of the candle there, any type of hourly closure beneath this point of 568.24 will introduce a continuation to the downside here that can potentially have price touch down at around 563.38. And I am talking about a 10-point drop on this. Netflix is liquid enough to make those kinds of moves. Just go ahead and pull up your daily average true range, and you'll notice right back here that you do have on those digits down there, $16.61 in average true range. So this thing dropping, from the 573 down to the 570, it's doable. It's definitely doable. Okay, so some pressure in the markets are being shown already. Daily time frame, 3 white soldiers as well. Short-term upside rejection. Aside from that, let's actually take a look at the map here for our upcoming earnings, right? I don't think we have. I was going over it with my brother Crypt, and I don't think we found anything for the other than SoFi. I think like for early Monday. I don't think I saw anything.
SoFi sucks. I wouldn't do it.
It doesn't move at all, bro.
Remember the big movers are later.
They're coming up on Tuesday and Wednesday, I think.
Honestly, tomorrow there's squat.
Sorry, buddy. It sounded like you were muffled a little. Say again.
Oh, I said tomorrow there's squat.
Nothing tomorrow, right? Even I think there was only one. It was Whirlpool in the after hours, but I don't even think that moves too much either.
No, there's nothing.
Okay, so yeah, I think guys, we're gonna have to complete this on Tuesday because those are gonna be the movers on that day. And Tuesday earnings on the pre, I don't think those are the ideal ones. Maybe we should not trade the pre and keep our capital to trade the real plays in the after hours.
Yeah, well, the pre, if you notice the pre, and that's kind of what I'm kind of saying, you play them on open. If you notice that one play we had worked on opening.
Yeah.
We It didn't work when we were trying to get it.
And like for example, Visa that made its move, but not during the earnings, not even during the conference. It
No,
made it
it made it
during
the next day.
market. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was interesting to see that. So that's also something that I was telling my brother is like, okay, well, whatever we do trade, we have to also see if it's a mover during the earnings call or if it's the mover afterward. But usually, whatever we trade during earnings, it's probably going to be in play the next day anyway. That's what we did with Netflix. We did that with Tesla, I think, too. So, if we're looking at a smaller asset, then those are probably the ones that could maybe choose one or the other. It's either earnings report or the mover would come in on the market, traditional hours. But as far as our big movers, I think earnings. I think the earnings call is going to be the volatility push. But let's see.
Yeah.
Earnings 2024. I want to pull it up because I know you're doing a scan on that boy, but
Nothing's hitting it.
nothing's hitting it, right? Okay. So what I'm thinking is if because tomorrow there's gonna be volatility because we're potentially pricing into the Fed on Wednesday. So I'm wondering if we still have some short term upsides to kind of observe momentarily before the shorts start gathering up. So tomorrow, we could probably trade a short day, but definitely no earnings plays tomorrow. The bigger earnings plays will be coming in on Tuesday. And sorry, I just wanted to take a look here. Tuesday. Oh my goodness, the whole list. Oh god,
Yeah, it's one of those days.
dude, that is a lot of crap. And there's a bunch of
And they
financials
all
too.
and they usually report. They usually report at the same time.
Oh, Google on Tuesday. Market close.
Yeah.
Uh,
On Tuesday, there's a lot.
yeah, man. So what?
We also
Yeah,
have UPS coming up.
yeah. That's what
UPS
my brother
is
said.
one. UPS is worth it getting up for.
For the early pre.
Yeah, UPS is one that will move.
Look at this thing. There's so many gaps in it. It looks like it's just everywhere. I'm down. Okay. So UPS could be a potential. This is for Tuesday at 4 a.m. or the 4:30 or something.
Yeah, that's a move. It usually is.
All right. So we'll go ahead and start the stats on this one, right? And then other than this one, Google is not a mover. That's afterwards,
Yeah.
though.
Well, that's after. I haven't done my scan. I need to wait tomorrow to do my scan for.
For the market to
It
show
kind of depends
whatever's
on
moving.
what the market shows. Just when it
Right.
hits my scan. But let's see. You have it up? I don't have the earnings. I mean, I'm not really on my
Earnings.
system.
Yeah, I was just kind of going down here. So let's see. Danny just said, "Cryptic, what's up, Ese?" He's in the chat. Let me see this.
Pasó.
¿Qué pasión?
¿Qué pasó?
Microsoft.
Vamos aquí con puras pendejadas de juegos hoy.
Pendejadas.
Pinches equipos maricones ganaron.
Yeah, bro, we got Microsoft as well on that Tuesday. That's another bigger runner. Did you say? You know what? I'm gonna start noting them down.
No. Nada más, me cae gordo los maricones de San Francisco y me caen gordos los maricones de Kansas City.
Pre-market was UPS, right?
Yo soy Raiders, man, hombre, soy hombre de veras.
Pre-market, and we said Microsoft. Let me get Microsoft up in here. Microsoft. El micro. Dude, yeah, okay. So this Microsoft is on Tuesday as well. That's after hours, of course. So we'll do this one as well, right? This is after hours on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think it's gonna run
Does
until the shit on earnings.
I have never seen and I've never traded Starbucks.
Starbucks does move a little bit. It is worth it.
Let's put it in SBUX.
It will be like a secondary. You first watch
Your what ifs.
Microsoft and Google.
Okay.
Google. But yeah, Xbox can move.
So this is gonna be after hours too. So after hours
Yeah,
Tuesday
this week is one of those weeks where everything reports the same day, and
at the same
you
time.
just gotta catch the right one at the same time.
Damn it!
And you usually catch the wrong one.
Oh, dude, yeah. You're over here just choosing the worst one, but apparently it was a huge mover, and then it doesn't move at all.
Yeah.
That's a crock of shit, man. I hate it when that happens.
Especially if you could get out, but when you're stuck in it, like, and something else is moving, like,
dude, your liquidity is completely taken up.
Yeah,
it's not okay. I'm still gone. Let's see, Match Group, Hanover Insurance, nope. Let's see, Waste Management, does that move?
Waste Management does move, yes.
What? I didn't even know they were public. Let me get rid of this thing. So Waste is yeah, of course we're just gonna check them out. You know, no matter what, we're just gonna run a quick back test on them as we get closer to that time, and then do our little dance, right? So, I mean, it's 185, bro. Like that's it feels like it's a good enough size.
It does move well on earnings.
Oh, dope. Okay. So this is gonna be after hours Tuesday. Let's see. Meta, damn, my bro. Of course it does, man. So, and then of course it's it's after hours on Tuesday as well, just like always, as per expected. Yeah, we're gonna Tuesday after hours. Galvin in YouTube is saying, I joined the Arca team and I am happy and grateful with the support. I am learning how to become a better trader and understanding the market. The team is very knowledgeable. You can learn a lot. Thank you, Galvin. That really means a lot, brother. So yeah, team YouTube, please remember, consider hitting that Discord link, join the Arca Bulls trading team, and everything will be cool. So after Meta, I don't know what about MSCI? I've been hearing a lot of it lately. I don't even know what it is, to tell you the truth.
I haven't played it. I don't know.
You never played it?
No.
MetLife?
No, MetLife, no.
I don't even know what it is, honestly. And then there's
no, Met doesn't move.
No, okay, it's pretty small. Then there's also Pfizer, PF.
Yeah, Pfizer, yes. Pfizer be an opening trade and possibly a fade or something throughout the day.
Ah, I see. And it's Tuesday pre-market.
Remember when Pfizer was like $500?
Did they split? Holy crap! Pre-market.
Remember when options were just bullish on Pfizer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then he convinced some chick named Luna to go in, and it dumped.
Did it dump for real? Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember I was at some point. I kind of
freaking options.
Dude, I remember at one point I kind of got pissed at them.
That was Moderna.
Oh, it was Moderna. That's right.
It was Moderna. Okay, it was Moderna.
Yeah,
but that happened.
Well, it may. Moderna went up. I made a lot of money on Moderna.
No, not you. When you convinced that Luna chick to go in, it dumped.
Oh yeah, it was done. It was done.
It's messed up, dude.
Changing of the stock market is just the changing of hands of money. I was just she
You-
was just we were just exchanging money.
It was just, we didn't want to have her give me the money directly on my hand. We wanted to, put it in the market first and then I'll take it. Right, dude? Kill it.
Get an option.
SoFi, dude, CoinFox is saying that SoFi is a big mover. Dude, I started noticing, well, maybe the days after. So what I did notice is that,
It's not an earnings mover though.
yeah, it's like the day after
You
it
might get
goes
it
short.
after. Yeah.
Galvin was saying that it's usually the day after and it just goes to hell. It drops. It drops kind of hard. Let's see here.
It's not worth waking up for. That's what I'm saying. But you could keep it on watch.
Wait a second. These are all January 20. These are all January 29th? 29th is Monday. No, I see some Tuesdays in there too. Jet Blues on Tuesday. JBLU. Let me see. JBLU. No, that's way too small. Let's see. I went through my entire list already. I think we have, honestly, I think we have a good enough. And I forgot when Tuesday was after hours for Google, right? I never even loaded it. Let me do it here. So Goog for Alphabet, and this will be, it usually is after hours, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure it has to be. Let's see. 190 earnings on Tuesday. That's insane. Okay. Oh, do we even want to get into that? That's Allstate as well. ALL. This could be another one too. We'll look at it. Allstate is that's after hours as well. Oh my goodness. I love that there's going to be a bunch of probabilities here because one of them is bound to hit. Instead of us getting just like 2, I have like 10 over here. Oh, man. So after hours Tuesday, this is going to be, okay, good. I totally missed it earlier. And, oh yeah, and AMD. What the hell is going on? And AMD. Let's go to the 12-hour time frame and put here. That's going to be after hours Tuesday. Sorry, team. Let's see. We got, yeah, that's after, yeah, Alphabet is definitely after hours, of course, it has to be. Fortune Brands, no. Bank of Cambridge, no. Damn, yeah, we have a good selection so far. Does that asset move at all? That's gonna be Elf. Damn, this is another one. Okay, so this is gonna be after hours on Tuesday as well. Damn, just so freaking many. for the after hours on Tuesday. That's insane. It's an exaggerating amount of tickers that are going to do it after hours.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Cisco. Come on. That's another one. It's got to move.
It doesn't move that well, though.
It doesn't?
No.
Oh.
Not at least in earnings.
$75.
I never called it to run.
Yeah. Life Vantage. We got Microsoft. Okay. Oh, I don't know if we wanna play that, right? But JPM is reporting. Have you ever played JPM? That is no time supplied. Tuesday, but no time supplied. Wow. Supplied.
Yeah. Where do you get GPM from?
Say again? Oh, so I have the entire list on this link. I'm gonna share it here in the. Oh, they already reported? Yeah, didn't we play it?
Yeah, JP Morgan. Yeah, they already.
Unless they had it here, that's why it says time not supplied. Unless they were going to report on Tuesday, but then they moved it, and then
they usually go with financial stocks. Yeah, they already reported.
Okay, so WHR was Whirlpool. That's another one, and that is going to be. What is TAS? What is TAS? There's a time, there's a aftermarket close before market open, and then there's another option called TAS. TAS. Let me know, team. What in the world is it?
Titties, ass. What else?
Yeah. Sorry guys, let me get my glasses. I'm sorry, I can't read what you just set up there. My Moon Vacation saying, "What's up with ticker NBY? It had a big move after hours Friday. It's a total penny, but I bought 10,000 shares 2 weeks ago and flatlined for the 2 weeks, and it's not moving." Okay, so small caps tend to do that a lot. Micro caps they do that a lot. The thing that it needs is that it's probably pensive on something. It's not, the charts are not going to tell you that. What's going to tell you that is the fundamentals. Usually, if you trade small caps, you need a fundamental behind them, or some type of catalyst, right? That can work for the short term price movement. What I will say is that when there is no price action on small caps and micro caps, that's usually a quiet period. And it's set like that because they're probably, planning a whole plan of attack. So I would keep an eye closely on the fundamentals released by that ticker and keep, mention the CEO, mention the company. You can do things like that because micro cap assets, they're more likely to hear from you than the larger floats. And clearly, it's just a lesser volume. Oshkosh, OSK. Wait, did we say Whirlpool? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what TAS is, bro.
No, Whirlpool, no.
And then Oshkosh is OS.
No.
And then just one more time.
When we got so many good ones, don't waste time with those.
Yeah, I know, for real. I just wanted to see if we missed.
TAS stands for Transfer Agent System. This type of earnings announcement is not announced via press release.
Oh, dude.
Transfer Agent directly communicates the earnings to all shareholders of record. So, no movement.
And GM is also no move. It's TAS for Tuesday. General Motors.
Normal time, Daniel. Same bat time, same bat channel.
General Motors is also on Tuesday, but with that TAS thing.
Nah.
My Moon, you got it, my brother. Yeah, I agree, Buzz. Margin to call. I agree with you, buddy. All right. So, just going over here twice. I think. I think we have.
I
I
think
think
we
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 have the
set.
ones. Say again, buddy.
I think we good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Ooh.
And just because I'm weird like that. Yeah, that was it.
I'm shorting the Super Bowl, by the way.
What ticker? It's not gonna be
I'm shorting the
Fubo.
Super Bowl.
You're gonna short the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Um, where is it? Where's the Super Bowl this time?
Vegas.
Oh, it's in Vegas. No way.
Yeah.
What stadium?
Raiders.
Oh, that's right. Ooh boy.
Yeah. I know.
F is reporting too.
Yeah, Ford don't move, dude.
That one's a bit small and generally moves slow.
Ford is where you put like $1 million to save them for a year.
Passive beyond passive beyond passive.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the Raiders versus the Niners. Is that what is happening? Is that what's happening?
No. Not the Chiefs versus the Niners.
The Chiefs versus the Niners. No wonder you're going to short it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I should have thought. I should have known. Cryptic is not a fan of the 49ers, brother.
Well, I'm straight, that's why.
Let's see. Can't beat against Mahomes. Who's
Screw
Mahomes?
Sideshow Bob, too.
Sideshow Bob. You guys are gonna have to I don't know nothing about nothing there. Nothing about nothing. What?
Porque eres una vieja.
No, bro, I like motorsports. Remember, I tell you that I have a thing. It's a little weird, me observing guys playing with balls all day. You know, I like motorsports. So I'm just kidding, fool. Oh, dude. I will understand it, though. I do understand it. Cyber
Yeah, you like
Sultan.
football, I forgot. You're a freaking wetback.
Dude, that's, we needed motors to get here really fast or else the freaking chota was going to get us. Oh, dude. So, all right. So we got the tickers that we're going to have to backtest team. I think as far as trading tomorrow, I think that we should come into the market and see if we can pull in some opportunities here because there is I'm telling you, there are some tops that we can potentially look out for. Specifically, Meta. I think it's getting ready for a decline, man. I don't know, but the decline feels like it would just come back to test inflections. Down here at maybe 387 to 388 ish. Right after a short-term top side around that 395.49. I wonder if we then would be able to see that break of the post hours at 392.71. That it looks like we would be able to get short that asset pretty nicely. But yeah, I'm observing potentially Meta and Netflix for tomorrow, but we will see. I think Netflix has a good chance of doing something. But we'll see, team. Let's just be reactive to the guide, and everything else will be good to go. Well, let's close off the stream here, you guys, and get some rest, right? So I will remind YouTube to please hit that link, not the finance link. Stop it. It's the Arca Bulls trading team. That was the earnings link in case you guys want to see what the earnings tickers are. That's where I got it from, team. But no, I was speaking directly about the joining the Discord and coming on by. And there it is again with the stupid Yahoo. I just pressed copy on my damn thing. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. You know where to find me if you have any questions or concerns. Let me just go ahead and sign out from YouTube. Have a very good night, team. Appreciate everybody there. Adios. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very, very good rest of your night. And I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios, team.